Yo! What is up, y'all? It is Wednesday, January 26th. Welcome, everyone, to yet another stream. What do we got in the chat today? How's everyone doing? I see Real Rosie. I see OO. Shouts out to OO for moderating like always. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who else we got? Emmy, what's going on? Tofu, hi. Rompa World, what's up? Hi, Blair. How are you doing today? What's up, Noir? What's up, Wii U Show? Astronomer, Chiaki Nanami, Colton, Harley, Zetsis. Hi, Zetsis. How you been? What's up, Sweden? Gonna listen to you while you program. Nice. That's what's up. Progress on my outline is doing well. What's up, Wince? How you been? Hi, Rux Yami. Thank you for moderating again. What's up, Scott? Suki? Dangan Goat? Jetpack's here too? Quizze, what's going on? Mario guy, I haven't really been to a stream live before, but I've always really loved your stuff. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It makes me feel good. Thank you for the kind words. Discord is actually down. What's up, Justin? I didn't know that. Why is it down right now? Is it? Let me try to log in to Discord, actually. Yeah, you're right. It's not connecting. Whoa. That's something. I've never seen Discord go down. Interesting. Someone spoiled? I hope not. Why would you do that? Yeah, Discord is down. Like, it won't even let me connect for some reason. I just tried it right now. Okay. We're here yet again. Blaze broke Discord confirmed. Yeah, apparently I broke it. It said, no, you know what Discord did? They were like, you know what? We want you guys to all come to Blaze's stream. So we're going to shut it down. So you guys won't be distracted and you'll just be here at the stream. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Danganronpa Antebellum, thank you for the €2. I appreciate you. Bingus, have a great stream. Thank you. You're amazing. Thanks for the dono. Working on a Fangan right now with the stream in the background. Hey, that's what's up. Finally, a stream I didn't miss. What was the other stream that you missed? What's up, Kaido? All right, guys, I'm excited about today. Today's Danganronpa 69. I'm feeling a little off today, not gonna lie to you guys. I woke up a little bit later than I usually do. You know when you like mess up your routine? Like it just like throws your whole day off. Like, have you ever like went to school, right? And you woke up late, but you rushed and you got everything that you needed to, and you flew out the door and you got to school on time, but then you're just like, you feel weird. You're just like, okay, I'm here on time, but like, I feel like your routine was just so thrown off that it doesn't feel right to you. I'm so happy Weeby is tackling another. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember when Weeby hit me up not too long ago, like a couple days ago, and was like, hey, can you help me like react to Danganronpa, what is it, DRA? And I was like, yeah, I can help you. So I just told her to talk to Zephyrum. I was like, Zephyrum's got you. Zephyrum has translated the game. You can play the entire game because of Zephyrum. And then now she's apparently live streaming it. Hey, thank you for the $13.99 Canadian dollars, Jetpack. Merry Christmas. Hey, thank you. It ain't Christmas though. What the Do you have any guesses on who is the culprit for this one? No, actually. Not this time. I can tell you who I hope it's not. I hope it's not Fluttershy. I really like Fluttershy. I think Fluttershy is going to end up dying sooner or later. Maybe, if not this chapter being the killer, maybe next chapter. My first time at your stream. What's up, Actually Odd? Thanks for stopping by. All right, let me set this up and then we can start. Every day is Christmas if you have no sense of time. That's true. Every day is Christmas now. Hey, is that how it works? I hope it's not Parappa. No, Parappa's lasting. Parappa just seems like a character that's going to last a while. For sure. I will not take that. If Parappa dies, I'm going to be upset. I should have said happy birthday. Hey, my birthday's actually pretty soon. Not like in the next month soon, but I mean, we got like two or 3 more months. April 2nd, so you wouldn't be too off, I guess. Let me switch to my laptop so I can work on this fan again. Finally putting the parts on Insta. That's what's up. Let me adjust the screen a little bit and then we can start with the reading. Thanks everybody for coming and chilling out with me on a beautiful Wednesday. Feels great. Feels good to be here. Besides, I'm a penguin supremacist and all the penguin stuff comes out at Christmas, so true. Is somebody spoiling again? Okay. That's annoying. Why? Like, why do you have to spoil? What is the point? Stop spoiling, it ruins the suspense. Exactly. Thank you. Somebody actually understands that it ruins the suspense when you spoil. Accidentally timed out the wrong person. Oops. It's okay. I'm gonna get my chill music on and then we'll start. All right. Who's ready to see some spoilers with me? Why does everybody want to spoil? What is so fun about spoiling? I don't get it. What is fun about that? Okay. Let's start it up, y'all. Danganronpa 69. This is chapter 3, Deadly Life, Mysteries of a School. Mysteries of a School Life. Okay, let's see what the author said. Happy Easter, y'all. Pretend Monokuma's a rabbit or something, or he's Monomi. Oh, okay. I also found a Your Turn to Die and a BFDI fangin on Insta. What is BFDI? Fanta, thank you for the $10. Merry Christmas. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Shouts out. I had a great time writing this chapter because I had to redo a plot point in the murder. This could have been out 2 days ago, but I got so confused with myself. Okay, thanks. Enjoy. Okay. Those author notes, though. Everyone's posting hearts because somebody's spoiling. All right, so Monokuma's talking. Holy guacamole! 2 bodies have been discovered. Please come to the... Hang on. I guess just come to Miku's dorm, seeing how you're already pretty much there. Click. Luigi blinked a few times, dumbfoundedly processing the situation. 2 people were dead. Things weren't making sense anymore. He never thought the possibility could arise, yet here it was right in front of him. He almost felt numb. Miku? Luigi, including everyone else, looked behind them to see a familiar twin-tailed girl at the doorframe. Wait, I thought they were dead. Wait, what? Gripping onto one of its sides and trembling. Her eyes were wide, yet her pupils were so small, with fresh, despairful tears forming quickly within them. And they're cross-eyed? What is going on here? Why are their eyes like that? That scares me. That looks so sad, I know. What the hell? Her syllables were stilted, and her breath hitched on almost every word. It was painful to watch her expression worsen as she stared more deeply into the body of her friend. Judy and Miku were the victims? Okay, so she was just gone, right? She was just not there. It's been a while since we've reacted to this, so I can't really remember. Her syllables were stilted. We read that one. Teto? The girl stumbled a few steps into the room, but her legs suddenly gave out as she fell to her knees, eyes falling to the floor with them. She's dead. So is the other guy. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You? Me? Stop lying to us. What other guy? I suppose you guys wouldn't know this, but 2D's dead as well. Oh dear. Another double murder, huh? But why the hell are 2 people dead? Because they just are. I never said only one person could die at a time now, did I? You mean there's a serial killer? Don't kill me. I'm too big to kill. Peter, stop. He makes a point. Can the killer kill again? Well, yeah, no. Let me make it a rule. Only 2 people can be killed maximum. All right, now Monokuma gave us that rule. Multiple beeps could be heard throughout the room, and Luigi realized one had come from the pocket his e-handbook was in. The rules must have been updated. Why only 2 people, though? I never understood that. How come a fan game can't do 3 people? Or 4 people? That was oddly fast. I'm a fast typer. Kadoy. I suppose now you want us to investigate into this murder. This double murder. Am I correct? When are you not correct, you hope-loving bastard? Are we sure the culprit is the same for both murders? Well, Miss Detective, that's for you to figure out as well. Monokuma pulled out 2 tablets. Here you go. The Monokuma File 3 and the Monokuma File 4? No, wait. That's gonna get confusing when we get on to the next murder. Okay, this is the Monokuma File 3.5. Have fun. Monokuma File 3.5. I like it. Monokuma excitedly bounced away. During this conversation with the Twisted Bear, Luigi had kept a firm eye on the girl on the ground, who had now started to hold herself tightly. Teto, she was a friends with Miku, wasn't she? And now she's... Gosh, I understand how she feels. Aww. We should probably start our investigation now. Teto, is that okay with you? Aww. So, how are we gonna guard the bodies this time? It's easier if we have at least 3 people at each body. I'll take the duty upstairs. Duty. Okay, Peter, do we have to make a joke out of 2 after 2 people just died? Guess I'll go too. I suppose I could be the 3rd if you want. I'll come too. I want to investigate up there first. The 4 guys left for the study. I should probably take Teto somewhere else for now, so that she can... No, I want to stay here. Teto? I want to stay close to her. Of course. Then we'll guard here. Hey, Luigi, this seems like a big case. I'm not sure if I'm going to be very helpful to you. Boy, you better put that beanie on a little tighter. You better get that IQ up. We got a big brain, this one. It does look a little much, so hey, how about you help support Teto? I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Really? Yeah, I think you'd be a great emotional support. All right, I'll do my best. 2D, Miku, we're gonna get to the bottom of this for your sakes. Investigation time, let's go. Okay, let's see who could it be this time. Somebody kind of spoiled me and they said that it wasn't Fluttershy, so I guess my prediction was wrong on that one. But that's good though. Stewie would for sure kill someone. Yeah, if Stewie was here, for sure. And would be smart about it too. Hey Luigi, I would like to assist you in your investigation. This case is a strange one, and I think we could help each other out. Huh? Really? I guess because we're a little more familiar now. So she trusts me? Sure. I don't mind. Did you have something in mind you wanted to do first? I think we should check out 2D's case first. The air may be a little easier up there right now. Ah, you're all right. The 2 tracers steps back to the study, where Luigi held his breath for a moment after seeing the body again. Ah, I hate that 2D's dead. Hey gang, file's just on the desk there. Ah, thanks. Luigi and Yandere-chan went over to the desk to read the file. Ah, poor 2D. The victim is Stuart 2D Pot. The estimated time of death was around 10:45 p.m. The body was discovered in the study on the 3rd floor. Cause of death was blood loss due to a sharp object being lodged into the back of his neck, which seems to be an arrow right there. Ouch. That is not a good way to die. 2D was so cute too? Yes. So I guess it's safe to assume that sharp object is the arrow, right? Must be. Considering that fact, we might as well check the dojo after this just in case. Yeah, now we've got the gist of the murder, at least. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to Truth Bullets. Nice. As soon as Luigi put down the file, his investigation partner had already started walking over to the body. In a hurried state, he followed over to her and watched as she knelt down beside it. There goes that Gorillas and Miku collab, huh? Yeah, it's gone now. You're quick to look. Why not? We don't have a lot of time, especially with 2 murders on our hands. I guess you're all right. Luigi continued to watch as she inspected the wound on the back of 2D's neck. He looked down over it too. Not as confidently, however, as the sight of it made him slightly sick. Hey, KP, thank you for the $4.99. There's a sequel to this fan game called Danganronpa 69, Ultra Despair Game. What? You're lying to me. Oh, I gotta check that out. That sounds cool. It's lodged in pretty far. Thank you for the donation. Yes, for the arrow to be in this far, a lot of force had to be used. Force, huh? I wonder what was used then. 2D's neck wound has been added to Truth Bullets. Awesome. Luigi scanned over the body once more and noticed something in 2D's right hand. He went over and carefully retracted it from his loose, cold grip. I'm sorry, 2D. I hope you don't mind me taking this. Ah, so you found the note in his hand. Yeah, I wonder what it says. If you don't want to die, I want to see you at the study tonight. Don't keep me waiting, you worthless... Yikes. Huh? It seems to be a threat more than a wish for a meetup. If anything, though, this was written by the culprit. Wipe the slur there. Whoa, they hated the British guy that much? It's so very harsh. Why would they need to write something like that? Meeting note has been added to Truth Bullets. Yeah, that is very harsh. That's all I can see on him. Luigi looked up and peered around the room. His eyes landed on something peculiar, and he walked closer to it. Hey, what's this? There was someone just peeking out from behind a bookshelf, and he decided to pull it out. Yandere-chan had got up and went over to him, and they studied the odd discovery. Hey, what did you two find? It's a bow? Oh, the bow is behind a bookshelf. Interesting. Why do you seem so confused about it? It's obviously the weapon. Yeah, but why would they hide it here? I agree that is very strange. If anything, they should have hid it back in the dojo so no one could prove that they used it. So this was a trap, huh? This kind of reminds me of, what was that one fan game that we reacted to? Was it Danganronpa that had this, or was it Dangan? I think it was Defiance that had something similar with somebody had like this contraption where they used the bow and arrow to kill someone. Joel, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you. Hey, thanks for all the donations, y'all. You guys are really great. If Blaze was the killer, he'd be the type to kill all the smart people and go to the bathroom afterwards. Since no one would figure out that it was him. I love that. That's perfect. Thank you so much for that donation. I agree that it is very strange. If anything, they should have hid it back in the dojo so no one could prove that they used it. Maybe they really wanted to let us know they used it without a doubt. Why the heck would they want to do that? Yeah, good question. I don't know, but at least we found the weapon. Everybody said Redemption Rampa. Okay, nice. I knew it was one of the two. I get the two mixed up sometimes. Luigi looked away from the bookshelf momentarily and caught sight of scratches and marks on the walls besides the study's door frame. Wait, what? Have those always been there? Not that I know of. Why were there scratches and marks on the walls? What even is that anyway? It looks to be some kind of struggle. Well then, these must be connected to this case. If so, what caused them? Signs of a struggle. Were they fighting? As Luigi scratched his head at the new clue, he noticed Yandere-chan in the corner of his eye turn to face the opposite wall and narrow her eyes at something. I can see something in the wall over there. Oh? The two walked over to the wall behind the desk, and Yandere-chan placed her hand out to touch a groove in the wall. A dent in the wall? Why would that be there? It could have been a weapon or something. Like what? The only weapon present here is the arrow, and it's clearly up in the bloke's neck. Well, I can't really ignore anything at this point. There's a dent in the wall. Okay, that had to be the thing that triggered the arrow, right? It would only make sense. Bye, Wins. Thank you for stopping by. And Austin, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Is Yandere-chan the support, or is it just this chapter? No, Yandere-chan has been the support, it seems like. She's kind of turned into it. Her and Parappa. I think Parappa has been like the main support throughout the entire Fangan, though. Seeing as he was done with the wall, Luigi turned to leave, but as he turned on his heels, he noticed something beneath his feet. What? What happened? It looks like a blood on the floor. Blood? Luigi quickly jumped off the spot he was standing on, and the two looked down to see a dried blood stain on the carpet. Wait, what? Why would this be here? I'm not sure, but it seems to be smudged in the direction of 2D's body. Ah, that... What does that mean? Bloody carpet stain. There are a lot of suspicious things around here. However, there's a chance they're not even connected to this case. I've only been in the study once, so I'm not sure what's changed. But I think I know someone who might. Brian. He writes a lot in here, right? Then I suppose our best bet is to ask him. The two wandered over to the dog in question. Hey, Brian. You're in here a lot, so maybe you know what's changed. Just about everything you found. And when were you here? When were you last in here? I was in here yesterday up until dinner. I hung out with Peter for the rest of the evening, and he can vouch for me on that. That's a little sus. We were trying to ask the bear for booze, but he kept changing the subject. Okay. Thank you for that, I guess. That's Brian's account. Luigi looked around the room one last time and sighed. I think that's everything in here. Should we go to the, Luigi cut himself off mid-sentence as he saw Yandere-chan walk back to 2D's body and pull on his left arm. What are you doing? I just noticed that his hand is shoved into his pocket. I wonder if there's something in there he was trying to hide. Wow, I didn't even notice either. Yandere-chan slid out the hand completely from the pocket and paused. Luigi, come look at this. What is it? Luigi went beside her and laid eyes on a strange arrangement. There's blood on his ring finger? Why? What's he doing with this hand? Wait, hold on. That's just someone's hand? That's not his hand? 2D's hand was positioned in an odd way. His thumb was down and there was blood on his ring finger. Okay, that is his finger. Okay, that is his hand. I was like, wait, what? A different hand? That's definitely not a normal thing that should happen. So I assume it's important? 4? Is that a death message? Oh no! Like, he's trying to signal something? Could be. Maybe he was trying to hitchhike. Then his thumb would be up your stupid peck neck. Then could it be reverse hitchhiking? Hitching? I see what you did there, Sans. No. Don't you dare join in with Peter too. What could it even be signaling to? It's definitely something important to note. Mysterious message on 2D's hand. Yes, it's growing too strong. Oh dang, 2D sported out gang signs before he died. Y'all are so messed up. I think our investigation here is done. Let's move on to the dojo. No breaks for you, huh? Yandere-chan, followed by and slightly reeling Luigi, traveled over to the dojo where they ran into someone unexpected. Nagito? Oh, hello. I hope you don't mind if I investigate here. I was here first after all. That's a fine. Luigi and Yandere-chan. What an unlikely duo. I bet you two are making such great progress together. Go back to investigating. Yes, ma'am. It looks like she's tired of him too. As Luigi ignored the previous chat, he wandered over to where he last saw the arrows, and fortunately they were all there. Well, was it all of them? Hang on, is this all of them? It'll be hard to tell. I don't suppose anyone has bothered counting before anyway. Actually, I hate to interrupt, but I have. Of course Nagito has. You have? I was curious. For them to be left out so easily for us to access, I wanted to keep a close eye on them in case something were to happen. Like now, for example. Strange, but helpful. How many were there originally? 15. This is the number right from where the floor first opened. It hasn't changed since today. What's the new number then? 14. One is obviously missing. There's that 4. There's that 4 right there. Hi, Mystery L. How have you been? It looks that way. I suppose the culprit used just that one. It looks that way, but you never know. Never know, huh? I guess I'll have to remember this then. Dojo arrows have been added to truth bullets. Interesting. Concluding their search in the dojo, Luigi and Yandere-chan left the dojo and decided on where to head next. I guess we should go back to Miku's dorm. Before we go, I have something else regarding 2D. Oh, you do? I saw him last night. You did? When? I would say sometime not too far after nighttime had begun. I usually go to the indoor field at that time. And as I went to the second floor, I crossed paths with him. Flashback. Hello. Oh, hello. What are you doing out so late? I could say the same for you. Look, I'm kind of in a hurry, so you'll have to excuse me. Flashback ended. So he was in a hurry. 2D didn't have to die. No, he didn't. After that exchange, he walked past me, and that was the last time I saw him since today. The more I think about it, the more I know it was connected to this case. He seemed pretty determined to go somewhere. Probably the study, like the note said. I definitely saw him holding something at the time, though I couldn't quite make it out due to how dark it was. Now we know it was the note. So, someone invited 2D to the study? Was he in such a hurry because the note was so threatening? I feel like they mixed up the notes. I feel like Miku has the actual note. Or maybe she has a different one that he was supposed to get. I don't know. We'll see. Why are you telling me this just now, though? I'm not too sure if anyone else would believe me on this. Well, don't worry, because I do. Thank you. On Dairy-chan's account. Okay, sweet. After their short conversation, the two returned back to Miku's dorm. Luigi mentally preparing himself to see the body again, whilst they walk. Look at that blood right there, that bloody knife. He noticed Teto sitting against a wall, face drenched and eyes dark, being comforted by Fluttershy and Parappa. He had an urge to go over there and give her empathetic support, but he had to carry on investigating for her sake too. Here's the Monokuma file. Dairy-chan had picked up a tablet on the bedside table and gave it to Luigi to read. Okay, let's see what happened to her. The victim is Hatsune Miku. The estimated time of death was around 11:15 p.m. The body was discovered in Miku's dorm on the first floor. Cause of death was a wound to the abdomen area made by a sharp object. Interesting. It looks like she died not too long after 2D, huh? Nope. Didn't take that long. This leads me to believe their cases are connected in some way, although the chances of two culprits striking at a similar time may not be too far-fetched. Well, we'll just have to look around to find out. So we got the Monokuma file number 3.5. It's always nice to have. Thunder Productions, thank you for the $5. What's good, Blaze? I'm back again. The series has been quite the wild ride. This one's been good. I'm very excited for this trial. Thank you for the donations. Luigi turned to the body and he couldn't help the horrible thoughts flood his mind. Miku had such a cheerful smile. Now it's been replaced by fear and despair. Aww. He reluctantly came closer to have a good look around the body. That's not a pretty wound. And that knife must have been the cause. Do you really think so? I don't think it's a distraction. A wound like that can definitely be made with a knife. So, where would they find a knife like this? I know. It's from the kitchen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is turning into Danganronpa 1. Did you notice a knife missing when you made breakfast this morning? I'm sure I did, but I'm not sure when it was taken. The weapon was pretty easy to obtain. Nothing wrong with keeping note of this. Knife. Oh, what's this? Luigi noticed a note. Oh, okay, there's another note! Next to Miku's body and picked it up. As he unfolded it and attempted to read its contents, he raised a brow. What is this to say? Ah, it's written in Japanese. It says, I'm sorry. Wait, what? I'm sorry? Sorry for what? Suddenly, a terrifying thought made its way into Luigi's head. He almost dropped the note when the realization hit him. Wait, does this mean she... Wait, what? Wait, whoa, what am I missing? I don't think we should bring up the possibility yet, especially with others around who may take it the wrong way. Wait, is Luigi thinking that Miku killed 2D? Luigi looked over to Teto and held his breath. Yeah, surely this is just a misunderstanding. We need to remember this, though. Suicide note. But speaking of this theory, it does bring light to a certain idea about the wound. Huh? What is it? I hope they're not referring to the song. Oh, is there a song? Shouts out to KP for the 199 series. The mastermind. Just kidding. I'm dead. Have you... Huh? What is it? Have you heard of seppuku suicide? I'm afraid I haven't. To put it short, it is a suicide ritual in which the victim cuts their own stomach with a katana in order to bleed out by their own hands. I read this in a book a long time ago. I remember, was it in college or was it in high school? It was something, it was like a story about a girl and she ended up doing it at the end of the book. You know, it was a Japanese story. That's, of course, here's not so accurate. Nobody has access to a katana. But other than that, it's oddly similar. But would you think that she really... But why? If it is true, we'll have to figure out the motive at a later time. I guess so. But would Miku really take her own life? I don't want to think about that. Okay, so we got Miku's abdomen wound. I'm going to keep looking around. You may talk to those three if you want. Maybe Teto knows something about what happened last night with Miku. Ah, that's a good idea. As Yandere-chan continued to search the room, Luigi walked over to the three by the wall. Luigi, how's your investigation going? It's, going good, I guess. How are you guys? We're taking our time. We were just revisiting the memories of Miku. Weren't we, Teto? Yeah. What's up, Eris? Luigi looked to Teto. Up close, her complexion was even worse. She had been non-stop crying and she was pale beyond relief. It was staggering how similar she looked to Luigi after the first trial. Poor Teto. I understand how she feels. It's not right for someone close to you to die like this. Hey, Teto, I promise you, we will find Miku's killer. We will bring her to justice and it's alright if you need time to be strong about this. Luigi, I think... Teto held herself close, struggling to get the words out. Hey, take your time. It's just... If it's alright, I'd like to know what happened between you, Miku, and 2D last night, when you two followed her after she ran off. That? Of course I can tell you that. Are you sure? Yeah. Teto wiped her tears and looked up at Luigi. Uh-oh, here we go. It's about to get spicy. Miku had been acting strange for the last 2 days. She didn't want to come out of her room at all and seemed paranoid around others. When she ran off, me and 2D followed her to the dorm, but we couldn't get her to come out. So we gave her some space, but god damn, look at her now. It's all my fault. Why did I leave her? I'm the biggest idiot on the planet. What the hell is wrong with me? Teto, calm down. It's not your fault, all right? But you did what any friend would do, and I'm sure she appreciated all the help you gave her. Yeah. Thank you, Teto. That's going to be very helpful to us. Teto's account. Aww. What a great friend, though. She's such an awesome friend. They all, like, really were good friends to each other. Oh my god, Pancake! Whoa! Thank you for the $60. Holy crap! Everybody is, like, you guys are really pitching in on donations today. I appreciate it. Teehee, have a good one. Much love, friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're amazing. Luigi, please find Miku's killer. I promise I will. Luigi gave her a smile and she nodded in return gratefully. Luigi, over here. Luigi turned to notice Yandere-chan on the other side of the room, discreetly holding a collection of notes from a drawer. He walked over to her to see what they were. What did you find? There was an abundance of notes shoved into a drawer here. I wonder why. She handed the notes to him and they began reading. What? On the note was... I love that art, right? By the way, that is so cute. That is two characters that you would never think to see together. Like, that makes me laugh because one, I don't like Yandere Simulator, and then two, like, Nintendo would never let that happen. Nintendo would never let that happen. On the note was a horribly descriptive message directed towards Miku. Words fumbled together to create rude, threatening, and disgusting comments about her. Luigi never thought anyone could come up with such slurs and insults in an overly mocking tone. Yet there it was, laid out right in front of his eyes. As hesitantly flipped over to the next one, it was the same, if not even worse. Each note continued to belittle, bully, and bash on every little detail about Miku, from her appearance to personality. Who hates her this much? What the heck? The last note even stated that she was going to die by their hands. Luigi couldn't take it anymore. Does anyone still have Yandere Simulator? Or still like it? It's still got a big fan base. A lot of YouTubers still play the heck out of that game. This is horrible. Who would even say these things about her? I'm confused too. Why would anyone target her like this? It's very odd. This has to be connected to how she was acting, right? Definitely. Meaning these notes had to have been recent. Interesting. I think it's Nagito. No! No, don't say that. Notes sent to Miku has been added to truth bullets. Ding dong, bing bong. Oh, we're done with investigating. The monitor in the room clicked on and everyone turned to face Monokuma in the mysterious room once again. Ahem, ahem, ahem. Guess what time it is? That's right. It's accuse people for an hour until you find the killer and I kill them time. Or just a class trial for short. Please make your way to the red door, else I'll tell your mother. I suppose it's time. It is indubitably that time. It is that time, y'all. I think Miku has haters. It looks like it. Yeah, well, I'm sure we've got all that we need. That was a pretty good investigation. That was probably one of the better investigations that we've gotten in a fan game. Before Luigi left the room, he took one last look at Teto, who seemed deep in thought about something. He then turned away and continued out the door. I feel like every fan game we've done, like the investigations are always like 2 seconds long and it's like, let's get right to the trial. It's like, oh crap. Once everyone had made it to the empty room, they waited for the much hated bear to appear to usher them along. So, how was everyone's investigation? Brian found lots of cool stuff, didn't you, pal? Well, we'll see if anything is promising. I've got to admit, I was never expecting 2 people to be murdered. True. Why wouldn't they just settle for 1 kill? It depends if the case involves the same killer. Hey, don't start having the trial in here. It's the ugliest place. Why have it here when you can have it in the newly renovated trial room? Shut up, you! Everyone turned to Teto, who was staring Monokuma down enraged. Sheesh! It's all your fault, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Teto, that's right, you heard me. I'm gonna find out the killer for Miku and 2D's sakes. So go away, you annoying idiot. Yeesh. Talk about the 5 stages of grief. Monokuma disappeared with a fake frown, and Luigi watched as Teto snarled. She must have a lot of pent-up anger, too. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure if we work together, we'll be okay. Of course, Parappa the Rapper has to be that character, right? Gotta cheer everybody up like Kaide. Yes, we must not get too overwhelmed by this. After all, ultimates like yourselves never back down from a battle against despair. You've got too much energy to be talking about your nonsense in this situation. Soon the group boarded the elevator, Luigi grudgingly taking in the sight of the enclosed space for the 3rd time now. Once the last person stepped on, the door shut and they were all descending once again deep down into a soon-to-be fight against the dirty, blackened, and determined Spotless. Luigi let the sounds of the rusty mechanism invade his ears, for he didn't have the mental strength to block them out. He looked around at the walls, then the others, and finally to the door. As soon as he did, the elevator came to a complete stop, and with that familiar ding, the doors were opened. Welcome, welcome! Everyone likes pink, right? I do. Oh well, that's not important. Now then, to your seats. Luigi, stay confident, all right? I will do. As Luigi walked to his seat, he couldn't help but look at the newly implemented portraits of his late classmates. I'm not sure how to deal with this anymore, but no matter what, I have to keep going. For 2D and Miku. 2D, he was a passive man who only wanted to keep our minds off of this killing game and was a genuinely friendly guy. And Miku, she spread positivity wherever she went. Her smile never went unnoticed, and she constantly tried to bring us closer together. Those two were such close friends, despite only meeting each other in this situation. And yet, someone took that away. Aww. All these beautiful, beautiful portraits. Someone took their lives away from them. What actually happened is still a mystery to us all. But this doesn't mean we can look away from this. It's the only way to avenge them both, and we will avenge them. Mario! Mario! And so yet again begins the battle between hope and despair, truth and lies, trust and doubt. The 3rd class trial has begun. Class is in session. Okay, so I have some bad news. It's basically my laptop's having battery issues. Oh, that has to suck. That's one thing about being a creator is when your freaking laptop breaks or your you lose your files somehow. That's like the worst thing that could happen. Okay, let's take a small break. I'm gonna talk to the chat. All right, guys, who do you guys think the killer is for real? I'm gonna drink real quick just so I can like rehydrate. Laptop breaking is the bane of my existence. It has to be someone who really hates Miku, because like that letter was fueled. Like they said all they could about her in that like note. You think Sans would hate Miku that much though? And why would they kill 2D? Why would 2D be in this? I hope it's Peter. No proof. I just don't like him. I think it might be Brian or Teto. You think Brian hates Miku that much? I genuinely have no idea, but I'm going to take a complete shot in the dark and say Brian. Really? Y'all are saying Brian. Brian killed somebody? What the Yo, if it's Brian, I'm going to freak out. I want to say Nagito. No reason in particular. I just think it would be funny. It would be funny if it was Nagito. Maybe Conductor? Conductor seems like someone that's going to last to the end. The killer would be Peter because Miku wouldn't let him smash. Dude, he probably got in the way. I think Yandere-chan based on the letter tropes and I want to watch her die brutally. I have to be honest with Eris there. I'm not a big fan of Yandere-chan either. And it's mainly because of some personal things about Yandere Simulator. But we're not going to talk about that. This isn't a drama video. This is wow. Blair's just like, wow. Okay, we should get into it. That's very fair. I think a lot of us have some personal bias against Yandere Simulator. Yandere Simulator is it's like similar to Harry Potter, right? Where it's like a lot of you guys are probably, you really like Yandere Simulator. You probably grew up playing it or watching people play it, and it has that nostalgia fact for you, right? Whereas it's just like Harry Potter, right? Where it's like a lot of us liked Harry Potter, a lot of us have nostalgia for Harry Potter, but it's like, man, the creator. The creator though. And it's like you really want to like Harry Potter, but you're like, the creator though. You really want to like Yandere Simulator, but you're like, Yandere Simulator is good. You guys are entitled to your opinions. Anyways, in an unexpected turn of events, 2 people have been found dead. The musical duo 2D and Miku no less. Why would anyone want to kill such good friends? Are the cases even connected? And will everyone be able to handle the truth? We're going to find that out today. Yondev is JK Rowling, bro. That's an insult to JK Rowling. Yo, whoa, hold on. Y'all are so messed up. Yeah, big FU to Rowling. Yeah. Rowling is a terror, so I'm happy to insult her. Okay, yeah, I agree with you on that. Separate creation from creator. I agree with you to a certain extent. In JK Rowling's case, it's very hard to. Now, when it comes to Yandere Simulator and the creator for that, I guess I could do that. I could do it for that. Because even though he's done some things, actually, I don't know. He's done some, it's not a, like I said, it's not a drama video. We're not talking about that. We're going to move on to the fan game. Monokuma file number 3. We have Monokuma file 3.5. We have 2D's neck wound, the meeting note, the bow, the dent in the wall, bloody carpet stain, signs of a struggle, mysterious message on 2D's hand, Brian's account, Yandere-chan's account, dojo arrows, suicide note, Miku's abdomen wound, knife, notes sent to Miku, Teto's account. We have everything we need. The class trial is in session. All rise. Oh boy, it's time once again. Let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the Blacken will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the Blacken, and that person will get to graduate. So, do your stuff, people. But FNAF, though, that is confusing. I like FNAF. ... Tedo, I'm not gonna stand around like some idiot, okay? I'm gonna find out who killed them, so you all better do the same. You don't gotta tell us twice. Tedo, of course, we're gonna do our best. Whose case should we start with first? It is pretty interesting that another double murder occurred in the third case. Another? The same feat happened in my first killing game. You say it's like an annual thing? Do you think that even matters right now? I think we should start with 2D. He did die first, after all. He died in the study, right? Doesn't that automatically make someone suspicious? Who? Your pal, Brian. Brian? You killed the British guy? I knew this was gonna happen. Look, just because I used the study doesn't mean I killed him. Are we sure? I'm sure as hell he did it. Stop changing your story. Do you think that he killed him or not? No, and I'm gonna get my pal out of this. Oh, God. Is Brian the killer? It seems a little obvious, but... Non-stop debate. Brian ain't a murderer. Without evidence, that accusation is pretty pointless. Go on then, Brian. Show him what you found. What am I supposed to show? Way to dig your own grave, stupid. He must have waited in the study all evening for 2D to show up, and we wouldn't know any better. That's a writer for you. I thought you were defending me. But was that really the case? He must have waited in the study. Nope. Brian's account. Bam. No, that's a wrong. Break. No, Brian couldn't have waited in the study all evening because after dinner he was with Peter. Thank you. At least someone has a brain here. You know, if you switch the A and the I around in Brian, it says brain. Okay. ... Still, nothing's stopping him from waiting after nighttime. Why would he be waiting for 2D to show up? Because there was something we found on his person that proves a meetup was to occur. Right, Luigi? Yeah, the meeting note. We found a note on 2D telling him to meet with someone in the study. They even called him a oh my. While there, he must have been ambushed by the killer. How would they do that? Let's talk about that next. Non-stop debate. How was 2D ambushed? He must have been shot with the bow and arrow we found. Oh my god, the Peter laugh. Best we have to fight now. That's funny. They shot that arrow right around. They shot that arrow right through his neck on the first try. His painful wails echoed throughout the room as his blood gushed out like a fountain. What the freak? That's really gruesome. No need to say it in detail, weirdo. Unless you're the one that did it. Well, pardon me for getting in the director's mindset. What a description. However, I don't think something adds up. On the first try, it would be wrong. Oh, the dent in the wall, right? No, that's a wrong. Break. Actually, I don't think the culprit successfully shot the arrow on the first try. You must be referring to the dent in the wall we found. Oh, so there was 2 arrows? Exactly. He looked to be the same height. It looked to be the same width as the arrows as well. So you're saying that when the culprit shot the arrow, it went into the wall instead? They must have some horrible pecking aim. So wait, did they stab the person with the arrow instead of shooting it into them? Thank you for the $10, Thunder. Hey, you guys are so nice. I'm going to say it was Tedo. I think it's shocking, but I'm going to go with that 200%. Okay, we're going to see if you're right on that. We're going to hold you to that. Actually, the more logical explanation would be that 2D dodged the arrow himself. I think it was a factor of both. The only way he would have heard it coming is if the culprit wasn't so confident in their aim. You're all arguing about pointless things again. How's that even going to tell us who did it? Can you shut up? So if the first arrow missed, then did they try again? No, I don't think so. By then, 2D would have noticed the arrow. So then, how did the killer, kill him? telekinesis. Duh. Let's just stick to the logic, Peter. The culprit obviously got an arrow into his neck, but how? Non-stop debate. So if we're saying the killer didn't shoot with the bow again, then how'd 2D end up with the arrow in his pecking neck? They probably had a fight or something. That's true. That is true right there. That would explain the scratches on the walls. They slapped each other silly. No, you idiot. They probably used the arrows. However, there weren't any scratch marks on 2D or any of us here. Maybe they just straight up stabbed him in the neck? That could work, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm with Sans on that. Yeah, if you could reach his neck. Actually, I think what someone said could have worked. Yeah, here it is. Stabbed in the neck. Yes, the neck wound. I agree with that. Consent. From what we concluded from the crime scene, I think Sans might be right. And I was just throwing it out there. And how can you be so sure? The arrow in 2D's neck was lodged in far, a lot farther than an arrow would typically be. It had to be done by hand. So the culprit tried to shoot an arrow into 2D's neck, missed, then stabbed him directly with another arrow. Sounds like they really wanted him dead. What is it, Parappa? Well, I was just wondering if there's a way to tell what happened between 2D and the killer before they stabbed him. I already said that doesn't matter. Yo, it might be Teto. Teto is pushing super hard right now. What is going on with her? Hey, he's just making a valid point. All you're doing is nagging us to do it all for you. Yeah, exactly. She's just griefing. Don't be so rude. I don't know about that, Fluttershy. Guys, please just stop the fighting. I'm sure we can work out what happened. Well, I personally think they fought over the arrow. I bet they fought with their bare fists. Are we sure they even fought in the first place? I still don't think this doesn't matter. Why do you all want to waste time? Oh no, not again. They're all talking over each other. Let's not panic though. I just need to listen carefully. A mass panic debate ensues now. Teto is sus. Either she's an accomplice. She might be an accomplice though to this. They probably just fought over the arrow. End of story. They went at each other with their fists. Why are you all wasting time again? How did the culprit manage to get to the back of 2D's neck then? Surely he'd be fully on guard during a fight. That seems unlikely. Why are you doing nothing to help again? Well, maybe they got him at a specific position. I mean, 2D's the tallest guy here. How would you go around throwing hands with a guy twice the size of you? Please stop fighting. Oh, Fluttershy, so cute. Such as at the wall. Cause he got no muscle? Okay. He started it. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what does this mean? Whoa! What is this? That's very sus. A wall? Was he asking to die? You're hopeless. I'm sorry for asking. I didn't know it would start a fight. This is tricky, but I feel like there's something here I can back up. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, everybody calm down. Hold on, I don't know. Teto, that's a little sus. So the bloody carpet stain. I agree with that. Consent. Actually, being stabbed with the wall does make sense. It does? And you're just gonna ignore the other conversations? I know, right? Especially what you said, Teto. Let him speak, for God's sake. If 2D was stabbed at the wall, the bloody carpet stain below must be evidence of that. Regardless if they were fighting or not, the culprit must have stabbed him at the wall and dragged him to the center of the room. That's why the stain is smudged in the direction of his body. But why would they need to do that? It must be to make it look like the initial shot worked, that one. It must have been so it looked like the initial shot worked. Then we'd think it's someone with a good aim, huh? Huh? It's alright if you don't wish to trust my theories, conductor. Someone like me doesn't deserve to be recognized, really. Don't try to make me pitier. So what happened to the arrow in the wall? I'm guessing the culprit removed it and placed it back in the dojo after the murder. While we're at it, this also proves how I'm not the killer. No, it doesn't. I've seen you drag Joe by the legs before. Not that, Peter. I think he's referring to the fact that you can't reach 2D's neck. Yeah, that one. Brian definitely can't reach 2D's neck. So there should be no way for him to stab him. Maybe he stood on the desk or something. Do you think he'd have the time to do that, however? Nah, probably not. I just thought it was funny. Hilarious. I think we've got the gist of what happened now. Yeah, the culprit tried to shoot 2D, missed, then stabbed him at the wall with another arrow. Hang on there, lad. Oh, God, the conductor, please stop. Huh? I mean, can you really say that's what happened? Why is that? I don't mean to be so distrusting, but there's something you've forgotten. Oh, God, rebuttal showdown. You can say all of that happened in the study, but it could have all been faked. Any good set can be faked. But all of the things we have found didn't look faked, and it's all too much of a coincidence to say so. Yeah, well, it could have just been dragged to the study, right? It's not like anyone saw him go. It's all just up for a debate. On Derry-chan's account? Hold on. Oh, let me cut through those words. Conductor, I understand what you mean. However, there's someone who saw 2D go to the study, right, Ayano? Yes, I saw him hurry to the study not long after nighttime had begun. Oh, really now? And can we trust her on that? I do. It's definitely believable, considering their exchange. Flashback. Yep. We already saw that. We already heard that. Considering how threatening the note was, 2D must have been paranoid enough to be in a hurry. So everything we've said actually happened? How cruel. Why'd the killer want to meet with the guy so badly? He ain't even that interesting. Would you just shut up already? Hey! Could you stop Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just want to talk about Miku's case. You're all just talking about 2D, and it's not fair on Miku. She deserves our time as well. Bro, why is she upsetting me so much right now? We get it. Miku died. Calm down. We get it. Miku. Will you read Danganronpa extended epilogue after you're done with Danganronpa? You don't have to spam that, by the way, but yeah. we'll read everything that we can. Teto, we will discuss her case in due time. However, it's important that we solve 2Ds before... No, don't. Don't treat them like cases. Treat them like people. Don't you understand what you're saying is horrible? Looks like someone needs to keep their emotions in check. No, what she's saying is perfectly understandable. Losing someone close to you, of course there's going to be an emotional toll. A lot of it. So, I believe we should look over what happened to Miku now. There's nothing stopping us from returning to 2D after all. That's true. She does need to chill out though. Luigi's right. Teto and Miku were friends. Friends are an important thing. I would never want to ignore my friends. Thank you. So, where are we going to start? Moving on to another case in the same trial isn't an easy task. Then I'll take the lead. You? What are you gonna... Let's discuss the cause of death first. All right then, other pretty lady. Teto, she really wants to avenge Miku, huh? All right then, let's discuss. Non-stop debate. Let's work together for Miku's sake. Oh my god, this is like so anime right now. Like, my friends are my power. The Monokuma file states she died from a wound to the abdomen area, and we found it. It was made by a knife, right? Was the killer just carrying it around? Who in the right mind carries a knife around? Maybe like a chef? I know a chef. Yeah, we do know a chef. You're right, Nagito. Now's not the time to talk about your friends. No, I don't think that happened. The knife. Actually, I think someone took the knife from the kitchen, right, Fluttershy? Yes, I noticed one missing when I made breakfast. Why would you not tell anybody that? That's a little sus, like straight off the bat. Like if you were in a killing game, right, and it was like chapter 3, you've already seen people die, and you saw a knife missing in the kitchen, why would you not tell anybody? Like, hey, hey, Luigi, I didn't see a knife in the kitchen earlier. What's going on with that? Why did we have to find out now that there was a knife missing? That means someone must have taken the knife sometime between when we all left the dining hall after dinner and nighttime. Why would anyone need a knife? To kill the victim, you packneck! Are we sure the intended reason was murder? There's another reason? There may be. Then let us know. Come on, are you really gonna let Miku down like this? She doesn't deserve it. Suicide? What? Oh, this is new. The chick killed herself? No way! You ain't just saying that for shock value, are you? There is clear evidence that points to this being a suicide. Luigi? Ah, a suicide note. Yikes. Well, the most damning evidence is this note. What does it say? I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize, weirdo. You ain't done nothing, or you haven't done anything wrong right now. He was reading the bloomin' note, you packing that idiot. What was she apologizing for? For taking her own life, it seems. Huh? No, she couldn't. Well, that's kind of a big assumption. Just because it says I'm sorry doesn't mean it means suicide right away, right? I'm sorry, are you asking why the heart character didn't make a more obvious target of themselves? Teto, I'm sorry it's coming out this way. I know it must be hard to... What other evidence? Huh? What other evidence is there proving her suicide? There's that theory I mentioned to you, Luigi. Oof. Miku's abdomen wound. Considering her wound, it could have been seppuku. The hell's that? When the victim cuts their own stomach to achieve disembowelment, if I'm not mistaken. It's quite a way to go. Very interesting, though. I like these rituals very much. Do you, Monokuma? I'm not surprised. Keep your trap shut. No. Why would she? Teto, it's... Why the hell would she kill herself? There's probably a reason somewhere. It's gonna be hard to, but there must be a reason. Non-stop debate. Miku, she wouldn't do that. People have their motives. But what could the pretty chicks be? She had everything. A smoking body, a pretty voice. Are you drooling? Oh my god. Keep your creepy comments to yourself. Unless someone turned that against her. Or maybe she didn't have everything after all. I think what Yandere-chan is right. Or maybe she didn't have everything after all. That's so sad. Of course. She's talking about what we found. Note sent to Miku. I agree with that. Hayono's right. We found a note addressed to Miku and they weren't pretty. Wait, someone was bullying Miku? That's horrible. And you're saying she committed suicide because of that? We have ruse. Oh, that's actually kind of sad now that we put it that way. We have reason to believe so. What was on those notes specifically? Why is Teto quiet all of a sudden? Why do you want to know so badly? You into that kind of stuff? I hope I'm not being a nuisance in doing so, but I'm just curious. I feel bad for Fluttershy. She feels very out of place here. Yeah, kinda. Well, they were pretty vulgar and mocked just about everything to do with Miku. It was very hard to read them myself. That's quite coincidental, isn't it? Why is that? Isn't something else eerily similar to what you've just described? You're right. Huh? What is it? Someone else is just as vulgar as those notes. The note 2D had. Come again, lad? Well, the wording is pretty threatening, like the notes and what they address 2D as. You don't need to say that word again, right, Fluttershy? Yeah, that. It leads me to believe that maybe the note wasn't directed towards 2D, but actually Miku. Yes! That's what I was saying! Okay! Now that you mention it, the culprit had no reason to call 2D that at all. Exactly! So that's a pretty good catch and all, but what was 2D doing with the note that was meant for Miku? There's only one explanation for that, right, Luigi? Why are you treating him like he's your assistant all of a sudden? Why 2D had Miku's note? It has to be because Miku gave him the note. Oh, it's all coming together. Miku had to have given him the note. 2D must have gone to the meetup instead of Miku, meaning she must have told him about the notes as well. And considering Miku's behavior, she must have been scared enough for 2D to volunteer in her place. You two catch on pretty quick. For 2D to risk himself for her like that is so brave. It really proves how strong their friendship was. That's so sweet. Monokuma, I ship it. Yo. Yes, queen. Monokuma said it themselves. I ship it. Wait, does this mean that the culprit was planning to kill Miku? Looks like 2D got himself mixed up in something he could have avoided. Teto's still quiet. Oh, the pecking phone. Why on earth would they want to kill her? That, despite killing someone else entirely, they still managed to get her to die. However, if those notes were solely for the purpose to scare Miku into going to the meetup, then they possibly cannot be why she committed suicide. Sure. As well as that, she had to have been waiting for 2D to return, wouldn't she? Too bad that didn't turn out well. Hang on. What those two just said, is it possible that Miku went to the study herself? Is that even plausible? Luigi might be right though. If she was waiting for 2D and he never came back, she probably went to check herself. A shame there ain't any evidence of that. Or is there? It's a good theory, however. Upon seeing what had occurred in the study, that may be the true reason for the suicide. She was so guilt-ridden for causing the death of her best friend, which was supposed to be hers, that she took her own life as an apology. Gives the suicide note a reason, at least. Oh, God. But as we just discussed, the culprit lodged the arrow into 2D's neck themselves. If he wasn't the intended victim, why'd they kill him anyway? Heck, they even tried twice. That? That's a good question. Seriously? All the smart people haven't got a clue? Don't say you're all out of ideas. You haven't said a goddamn word ever since the suicide was mentioned, and you even said you were going to take the lead. I will. I've been thinking about something. About what? It's about these notes. I think they're connected, right? So they were written by the culprit, right? They must be. I think I have a lead on who the culprit is. You do? Ah, sweet. Things are getting juicy. You know who wrote them? I think so. No, I know so. Who is it then, lass? Everyone, please look at this. Indirectly caused a girl to commit suicide. Anonymous threats caused high school girl to commit suicide. Sheesh! Oh no! I know what's going on. Huh? Is that Yandere-chan's secret? She did what? Ooh, exposing secrets, are we? How fun! I was surprised too. To think she would bully a girl into suicide is disgusting, but her method, she sent a bunch of notes to the victim, scaring her into taking her own life. Nah. I don't believe this. That sounds pretty similar. And you're saying she's the one who sent Miku those notes? Yes. No way. Someone's framing Ayano. Ayano? She... Oh, don't you dare give us a silent treatment, you murderer. Huh? You all know what a yandere is, right? A god psychopath. They only care about their senpai, and they literally kill others for them. No, wait. What's the motive behind it, though? Isn't it obvious? Her senpai. Yanderes are all the same. She's far away from them. She was bound to snap at some point. She had to kill them to be with them again. And she chose Miku. Oh, yo, that art! This art is crazy right here. I love this. That looks amazing. I want that as a screensaver. That's cool. I want that as my main screensaver on my computer. You killed them. You killed 2D. You killed Miku. Now, you're gonna pay the price. Who the hell do you think you are, you psycho? That's not... You... It explains everything perfectly. You sent those notes to Miku, 2D intervened, you killed him anyway because all you needed was a body, and Miku took her life because of you. You god monster! No, stop. Ayano? So she's the culprit? Quite the shocker. She? Dang, that chick's crazy. No, Ayano would never. Flashback. Yes, I don't mean to be a threat to any of you. I don't intend to harm any of you. You all haven't done anything to provoke it. I hope you understand that. Provoke it? It may seem hard to believe, but I promise I won't do anything to you at all. Flashback ended. Oh no! Is Teto gonna provoke it though? I felt it. She was genuine about what she said. There's no way she could have done this, right? Monokuma, we're ready to vote now. Already? I mean, sure, if you insist. Wait! I don't believe Ayano's the killer. What? It's just that this is all so sudden. There's no real proof that secret is real, right? You better take my word for it. But I don't see her being the killer. She's just scared. Scared of losing everyone's trust. I don't think Yanchan's the killer either. I'm sure there's a misunderstanding. I want to believe in her. There we go, Parappa. Yeah! Me too. We talk a lot in the mornings, and she's a very lovely person. I don't think she would ever target Miku so cruelly like that. That's what you think. She was just tricking you into believing that. That's what yanderes do. Even so, I'm still concerned over some evidence we haven't even talked about yet. Hell, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it just points to her even more. She sure is looking pretty out of it right now. Let's just vote for her, and then we'll see that we're right. And what if we're wrong? We won't be. No, I'm gonna keep fighting to give her a chance, even if we're split. Uh-oh, you know what split means. They said the S word. Hold it right there, Plumber. You said the magic word, split. I think you know what time it is. I know what time it is. Do y'all know what time it is, though? Now I'm just wondering what you'd do if someone says split for another reason. Oh, if they did, I'll split them in half. Say what? Just kidding. Or am I? Oh well, it doesn't matter right now. It's time for the morphophenomenal trial grounds to return once again. I believe in you, and you believe in me too, or else you would have said that promise to me. So I'm gonna try my best to convince everyone to not vote for you. Split opinion. It's about that time of the day. Debate scrum. Scrum debate time. Yep, it's time for Banana Split Show. Is Yandere-chan the culprit? She is the culprit. We have Teto, Peter, Brian, Sans, the conductor. She isn't the culprit. We have Luigi, Yandere-chan, Parappa, Nagito, and Fluttershy. Let's start. Yandere-chan did it. She did it because she's a yandere. Being a yandere doesn't necessarily mean she did it. She is acting pretty scared right now. She's only scared because she was put on the spot so suddenly. The method is pretty sound. Notes were written to the victim just like in the article. The fact that notes were used may just be a coincidence. There is no proof she was one to write them. Can we even trust the lass now? You don't trust her now because you never did before. If she killed 2D knowingly, I suppose she did only need a body. 2D, there must be a reason why he died. Don't get cocky with us. You're just tricking everyone. Yandere-chan has been nothing but helpful. There's no way she's tricking us. Man, she looks crazy enough to kill both of them, though. We never said it was a both of them. Miku's was a suicide. Why the hell are you defending her? She's a monster. I'm defending her from this false accusation. Let's go, Luigi. Luigi!
For real?
Yes, for real. Everyone, please. Ayano is not a bad person, and especially here. I just don't see why she would be the killer. Luigi, aw, that's so sweet. Well, if we were wrong, then who the peck is it? It's her. It was always going to be her. Don't you understand? Can you be quiet now? I Let's go, Nagito. Yo, this is the hottest trial. Yo, this trial is turned up. What? I don't like to continue our discussion on Miku's case. Or, I'd like to continue our discussion on Miku's case. Why the hell are you taking charge all of a sudden? It's obvious what happened. She took her own... What were the events that transpired before her death exactly? Yo, Nagito was just like, shut up. I'm not even gonna worry about you anymore. What do you mean? I think he's referring to why exactly she killed herself. Was it not those horrible notes? But if she had discussed everything with 2D, he probably consoled her, right? And as we discussed, she was waiting for him to return from the meetup. It's probably pretty unrealistic to think that she offed herself during that time. That's just poor writing. If we think back to the Monokuma files, she died half an hour after 2D. Why? Why are you still trying to help? Quiet, please. Huh? Hey, Ayano, it's all right. You don't need to force yourself to keep doing this. I want to help. I want to help you. You're very helpful, Yan-chan. If anything, you deserve a break from being so helpful. My apologies. Don't worry, dear. Just take a breather. I can't believe you're all falling for her lies. Shut her down, my lucky / unlucky boy. That I really gotta stay quiet, like, girl. I know, that's what we're all saying right now. Like, chill. Half an hour, huh? I suspect something must have happened in that time. Like what? She slipped a knife into her stomach by accident while making a sandwich? The dining hall would have been open at that time. Alright, so when was that knife taken again? Well, it had to have been after we all left the dining hall after dinner. So, did the culprit take the knife? I don't think so. The culprit had planned to use the arrows. It would be rather strange for them to have a knife on them. Well, who else would need the bloomin' knife? There's only one other person who could have, I think. Miku? It had to be Miku. The only person I could suspect is Miku. Because of the suicide, huh? Seems a little early for her to take the knife after dinner, though. Maybe. Maybe it was for the suicide, but I don't think that's the only possibility according to somebody else. Tedo's account, hold up. You would know best, right, Tedo? You know what happened to Miku after she ran off. So what did happen? She went to her room. We couldn't get her to open up. She was like that for the past few days because of a certain someone. Uh-oh. Being as paranoid as she was, it isn't too far to say she took a knife for self-defense, especially since one of the messages told her she was going to die. In that case, she must have taken the knife once the coast was clear. That explains the possession of the knife, but what about the motive for suicide? That seems a little troubling, doesn't it? Having 2D gone to the meetup, a knife tucked away for self-defense, yet she still committed suicide right in her room? Well, did she now? Huh? What are you saying, lad? Your nonsensical wit quips ain't making sense again. Are you saying Miku didn't kill herself? Then what happened? This guy's talking crap again, right, Brian? Humor me. Huh? Honestly, this trial is such a mess. If you have an idea to explain it all, then hit me. Wow, Brian, to hear such words from you to trash like me. Oh God, Nagito. Just get to the point. We're wasting time again. Shut up, Tedo. Nagito, just what is he on to? Non-stop debate. So what the heck are you talking about now? Miku was waiting for 2D to return, right? But he never did. So as we said before, what if she went to check on him? That would be a tragedy just waiting to happen. Did the culprit find her? If they did, they sure as hell didn't leave anything behind. Not a single strand of the chick's hair. You were looking for her hair? It'd be great if you could stop wasting time and being such a huge, disgusting pervert. Hey, hang on a moment. I think I understand where this is going. The signs of the struggle, though, yeah. There may be something that was left behind. Those scratch marks on the walls. But I thought those were because of 2D's fight with the killer. That's what we all thought, wasn't it? But then, if 2D was stabbed on the wall behind the desk, why were there scratch marks on the opposite wall? Ah, Then he didn't make those. And you're saying that Miku did? She was the one with the knife, was she not? Was she trying to carve some kind of curse into the walls because of her boyfriend's death? I don't think 2D was her boyfriend. Come on, Peter. Definitely not, you idiot. Then it must be because she had a fight. Miku must have had a fight, more specifically, with the culprit. Upon seeing the lifeless body of her closest friend, an uncontrollable rage rose within her, and she struck at the culprit the second she noticed their presence. Or maybe the killer attacked her because she witnessed the murder, you know? As the less dramatic theory. I like Sans there. Disregarding who initiated the fight, you realize how it ended, right? Oh my god. What is it, pal? It was all faked. What was faked? The suicide. Oh, wait, what? Huh? It was? How? Regardless what happened during the fight, we know Miku ended up dead, so the culprit must have killed her in the end. Turned her own weapon against her. Ouch. What about all the things we found in her room? Like the note? That had to have been all set up. Wait a second. Is it Sans? I'm starting to think it's Sans. Man, my head hurts. I don't understand. Why would they kill 2D and then make Miku's death look like a suicide? The more I think about it, the less sense this all frickin' makes. Well, this isn't the answer, isn't it? Miku had to have killed herself. Nothing would make sense otherwise. Heh, maybe we are just overthinking it. My non-existent brain's hurting too. No, I think we should discuss the possibility. Why? Because, what if we never discussed the possibility that Mario was the killer? Luigi. And what if we never discussed the possibility that a poison was involved in Dee Dee's death? Well, we can't ignore any possibilities, especially at this point. Luigi's right. Yeah, even if this is hard, maybe this is a good idea. This, you all... Ugh. Well, let's ask the guy who proposed this idea what the hell he thinks. I'm flattered you asked. In fact, I do have something in mind if we're going down this route. The note. The note? You mean the suicide note? Yes, there's something about that note that strikes me as interesting. I understand what you're referring to. I would suspect you would. Why her? Is something going on between you guys? What is it about the note? Yeah, I want to know too. No need to struggle over this, Luigi. I am most grateful you convinced everyone to continue with my theory. You ultimates are too kind. Out with it. The language. The language? Oh, it's written in Japanese. Ah, the fact it's written in Japanese? I suppose that is odd. Why couldn't they just write it in English? I think they want us to believe Miku wrote it if it was in her first language. So if this really is a fake suicide, how did they write it in Japanese? This could only mean that the culprit is Japanese. Oh! The culprit must have been Japanese themselves. We really got a lead just like that? Well, color me surprised. And who here is Japanese? Myself, Yandere-chan, and Teto. Wait! It might be Teto! I need those Shing Chongs work. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that line. Peter. What? What? That means it must be Yandere-chan. She must have faked her suicide. How could you? Teto, I know it's hard for you, but please believe in her. She doesn't mean to harm you. Yo, that. Oh dear. That is Family Guy humor though. She doesn't mean harm to you. Then again, she is our only suspect. I don't think Nagito would shoot himself in the foot like that. And Teto, well, you know. It can't be Yan-chan. We did argue about it before, but honestly, none of you actually had any concrete evidence she didn't do it. There's nowhere to hide now, Missy. God, you just keep getting worse, don't you? You seriously piss me off. Why do you keep suspecting me? That's it. I'm gonna show you all right now that she's the monster behind this. God, oh my God, Teto. Peter said something raises. Yeah, pretty much. Your typical Family Guy kind of thing. Yandere-chan's the killer. She sent Miku the note, stabbed 2D in the neck, stabbed Miku in a fight, and covered it up as a suicide. And that's it. There's nothing else we haven't discussed. But stop defending a monster. That is sudden. Too sudden. But I need to keep up my focus. And that's it. There's nothing else we haven't discussed. What about the mysterious message on 2D's hand? We haven't talked about that yet. Actually, Tedo, there's just one more thing we haven't talked about. The message on 2D's hand. Message? We found 2D's left hand shoved into his pocket, and it was positioned so his thumb was down, and blood was on his ring finger. How can you call that a message? Are you seriously gonna believe everything she told you? But I feel like it means something. I do as well. It must be a dying message. Hey, there it is. Nagito knows. Yeah, we're canceling Peter today, apparently. A dying message, eh? Like when the victim leaves a clue as to who killed them? Conductor, you're exactly right. I am? Lad, it's just a trope. Still, it must be what it is. He left us a clue as to who the culprit is. Smart guy. So what does it mean? That it's very lucky he could use his hand for the message. Why? Would he have to resort to his foot if he couldn't? If you think about what there are, there are 5 of here. Well, we're 5 of here. 5. And that blood on his finger indicates the obvious. It does? Luigi, if you need time to think, I'm sure Monokuma won't mind. Hell, you're lucky I don't. I'm on the edge of my seat here. I am too. What does the message mean? I've just got to think deeper about this. Okay, so we got a logic dive going on here. What were there 5 of here? Emails? Okay. What does the thumb down refer to? Ashley? Why Ashley? Somebody in the chat, why Ashley? Who 2D's killer was? What does the blood on the ring finger indicate who 2D's killer was? Okay. You need to finish the DRA series? I already know all the spoilers and stuff. We looked it up a long time ago on stream. Like before I finished SDRA 2, I already knew like about DRA 1. She's dead. Oh, okay. Ashley is dead, so down. It's all coming together. That's it. Each ring finger refers that's it. Each finger refers to one of the girls, and whoever's represented by the bloody finger is the culprit. Really? That does make plausible sense. If all 5 fingers are good girls, why was his thumb down? He must have been referring to Ashley, who is dead. No way a dead chick's the killer. Wait, but okay, hold on. Let's think about this though. How did they get that? How would you think of that? Like if that's the last thing, if you were dying right now, right? How would you think that deeply into something like this? Like, I don't know. Did you just call the 15-year-old up? Never mind. Yikes. Don't question it. So if we just figure out which finger's which girl, we should be able to... Idiot! Interjection. Huh? Teto? Are you just gonna keep being an idiot? I can't let you. You're making a big mistake. Teto? Just listen, all right? Rebuttal showdown. You can't say that 2D put down his finger for Ashley. How do you even know that's her? 2D making plays from the beyond the grave? I know this man. Yeah, these big brain plays. Like, that's crazy. It makes sense, doesn't it? A finger down means a dead person. Yeah, but Ashley's not the only dead girl. Miku's dead too. How could he forget Miku? God, you're seriously stupid probably because Miku wasn't dead yet. Allow me to cut through those words. The reason 2D didn't put a finger down for Miku is because she died after him. Exactly. How could you forget something as simple as that? You're such a dumb... I mean, for someone who wants to figure out the death of her best friend, you're such a dumb... Forgetting a fact as simple as the time of death is a dumb move. Strange, isn't it? I'm sorry. I just forgot, all right? I'm sure she just did. She was in a lot of shock at the time of the investigation. She probably didn't look over the file that well. Yo, Fluttershy, why are you on her nuts so hard? What is going on? Blaze, I'm sorry. So now all we need to do is figure out who the bloody finger is. It should be easy, considering we already have a starting point. If Ashley is the thumb, what order should the rest of the girls be in? The order it must be alphabetical? Yo, that's wild. I'm trying to tell y'all, these are plays right here. What the freak? How did we even think of this? What in the world? On top of, you know, somehow deciphering, you know, what? I don't get it. Yo, 2D, what the freak? Then 2D had time to just put their, you know, put him in alphabetical order on his fingers too? Like, what the freak? This is 300 plus IQ plays. It must be alphabetical. Are we sure? He was on the verge of dying after all. It was probably the first thing that came to mind. What's the order then? Well, Ashley, Ayano, Fluttershy, Miku, Teto. But Miku? Miku? Huh? Then that means a Miyarda suicide. That can't be right. And it's not. What? It's kind of funny watching you walking on that thin line you call hope all this time, but it's sadly gotten annoying now. What? I'm sorry, Eris. Have a good day. I'm glad you stopped by. Oh, have fun with your friend. What are you talking about? Luigi, Yandere-chan, you two know, right? What's wrong here? Yo, Nagito is the G in this. I love this Nagito. No one here refers to Ayano with her real name, except me. Wait, that's who this Ayano chick was? I had no idea what you guys were talking about. And that quickly confirms that. If 2D referred to her as Yandere-chan, this obviously changes the order. So who's the killer? It's her, isn't it? Oh God, it's Teto! Yo! This is wild. Select someone. It's Teto. Teto, you killed them, didn't you? Huh? It's Teto? Teto, but she was their friend. It's the new outcome of the order. I don't know how else to explain it. And you don't need to. Teto did kill them. Well, you can't be. How the heck are you so certain about that? Considering all of her mood shifts up until now, the fact she tried to frame Yandere-chan for the crime and trying ever so hard to throw us off in the wrong direction each time. And I was rooting for her hope to grow. What a shame. She was the crazy chick all this time? Hell, it's within reason. She could reach 2D's neck, write the suicide note, and quite conveniently frame Yandere-chan by utilizing her secret. But that means she wrote those horrible notes to Miku? Why would she? She did have that sort of tongue on her after all. She was jealous of Miku, wasn't she? Teto, Shut up! Huh? You, what the hell do you think you're saying? I killed Miku? Are you stupid? You're so brain dead. Teto? I didn't write those notes. I would never write Miku those notes. Who the hell do you think you are? You're not denying the suicide note. That's because Miku wrote it. She did it. It was a suicide. There's no connection between the English notes and the Japanese suicide note. You all piss me off for how stupid you all are. I'm sure it was used to hide something. Just think. Hangman's Gambit. Here we go. Teto is tonight's biggest loser. It looks like it. What were the notes trying to hide? The handwriting. Now I understand. The notes, they were written in separate languages to hide the fact that the handwriting is the same. If they were written in the same language, then we'd all easily catch on that this was a framed suicide much earlier. It was probably quite convenient for you that you and Miku both share the same first language. But no, you're wrong. We have to be wrong. Why would Teto kill her friends? That's probably an ulterior motive somewhere here. Like the secrets? She wouldn't kill her friends for that, would she? But friends? Yeah. What's so funny? You idiots. Teto, please, tell us what's going on. You Bacchus! Wait, what? What the heck are you saying? You all don't know what you're saying. You're all a bunch of bakas. Oh dear. Nagito. Oh dear. Bakas, 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 bakas. Taro, what are... You saw me, right? When you all found Miku's body, was I okay? No. Was that fake? No. It was real. We were friends. Best friends. I loved her. Why the hell would I... Why the hell would I kill my best friend? It's obvious now. I didn't realize it before, but I guess I didn't realize because of how much I related to it. Bakas, all of you. You really are all stupid bakas. Bakas. I'm gonna have to expose the truth. Oh God. Yo, she went ham. What the freak? Oh God. She didn't take that one very well. I feel like Teto is sounding like Natsuki. A little bit. Yandere-chan killed 2D. Miku killed herself. Are you saying I killed my friends? Advance. Look at this. This is dope right here. I love this art for her. That's clean. You can't be serious, right? Why would I bully Miku? You think I stabbed them both? You baka. You pissed me off for being so heartless. I was crying my eyes out over her death. Is that a god joke to you? You know exactly how I felt. A final blow. Why the hell would I be so upset right now if I was the goddamn killer? It was an act. It was all an act. You're a liar. That is so crazy cool right there. I love that. Is that blood? The bakas. Can we get bakas in the chat? It's so obvious now. I just didn't want to believe it. Teto, you were faking it the whole time. Faking it? What? No, preying on the people you thought would believe your pain. How despairing. She was just acting? I mean, Peck, could she really? You rehearsed lines with her not too long ago. You of all people should know her acting skills. Well, they weren't too bad, now that you mention it. So she acted sad? She faked everything? She didn't care that Miku died? There would be no need to if you were the one that killed her. I care. I killed them? No. Hello, crazy killer lady? It's like she can't hear us right now. She's not in a right state of mind at the moment. Luigi, it would be best if you went over the case in full now. I suppose I should. Dang. Went off. That is very sad. I am a baka? I'm not a baka. This case started last night when Miku presumably rushed to 2D for help about the... Wait, is that pancake roll again? Holy crap!
Like a total...
Like a gangster! With the $40! Thank you so much, pancake roll. You are amazing. Oh, heck. We're close to the execution. Oh, boy. Hold on to your seats. Yo, this is literally the craziest chapter. A lot of people said that this was going to be a crazy chapter. I'm just going to go ahead and say this real quick to the creator. I think their name is it Lesnar or Lenar? Something like that. I don't know their name. I don't want to mess up their name or anything like that, but this is so well written. This is probably one of the best trials, like this and that Cuphead the Cuphead Rampa trial. I think it was chapter 2. Are some of the best investigations / clash trials / we're about to see the execution pretty soon, so we're gonna see how that is. But so far, this is probably one of the best ones that I've read. This art looks really good too. This case started last night when Miku presumably rushed to 2D for help about the notes that she kept receiving from the culprit. This note in particular she had gotten was threatening her to meet with them in the study or else. 2D, knowing how frightening Miku was, opted to go to the study instead of a Miku, passing Yandere-chan on the way. Once 2D arrived at the study, the culprit shot an arrow from the doorway. He managed to dodge it, but during the haze, the culprit stabbed him in the back of the neck. Jeez, that's crazy. You guys see this right here? That's crazy. Look at that. Ugh. The culprit then dragged his body to the center of the room to make it look like the initial shot worked. However, 2D noticed who the culprit was, and with his final strength, left a code with his left hand tucked away in his pocket so the culprit couldn't notice. Meanwhile, Miku became worried that 2D hadn't returned yet, so went to the study with a knife in hand, one that she took early from the dining hall for self-defense. Once she saw his body on the floor, it probably wasn't a pretty sight. Culprit must have returned around then after placing the arrow from the failed first attempt back in the dojo. A fight must have broken out between the two, leaving signs of a struggle on the wall beside the door. The fight unfortunately ended with the culprit stabbing Miku with her own knife. The culprit carried Miku to her room and placed her on the bed. They left the knife close by and wrote a suicide note in Japanese to try to frame it as a suicide, more specifically a seppuku suicide. When Miku's body was discovered the next morning, the culprit acted as if they were overwhelmed with grief and sadness to make everyone think that they were innocent. That's the horrifying truth you hid behind your act, Teto. Damn. Woo! That is crazy. Joel, thank you for the 199. F to the smartest character in this Fangan 2D. I know. Seriously. Thank you for the donation. Complete. No. You. Oh, God. Hold on. I need to take a break after that. That's wild. I'm here. Welcome. Teto had a personal vendetta against Miku. She did not hesitate at all. No, she did not. I don't believe it, Teto. You? She was the culprit all along, it seems. Technically, it hasn't been confirmed, but I doubt we need to worry anymore. Man, this is crazier than that time when... Save your stupid cutaways for later, fatso. We gotta move on to the voting time, seeing as you've all picked a culprit now. We have? Who else can it be? Alrighty then. Please cast your vote. Make sure you do, or I'll give you 5 across the... Imagine getting spanked by a little robot bear. Such despair. Anywho, we'll be chosen as the... Anywho, we'll be chosen as the Blacken. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna buzzy be? Yo, the creator of this was in their bag. Like, they were feeling themselves by this chapter. The writing has gotten really good. Voting time. Class trial ended. Well, not a lot of surprise there, but you did get it right. The Blacken who killed both 2D and Miku is the ultimate secondary diva, Kasane Teto. Luigi was at a loss for words. Sure, he had just convicted the girl with the murder of 2 of her friends, but he didn't fully grasp what he was saying until it was confirmed. Then again, even Teto herself looked the same. She constantly shifted from one foot to another and was holding herself as if she was in a straitjacket. You were right. You were right, Thunder. You were right. Thank you for the 2. You can stop playing your games now. Well, who gave you this new attitude? I don't mean to be so stubborn, but I've seen this before, unfortunately. I'm really not amused anymore at this weak excuse at Hope. Yeah, Nagito, I think we've seen this from you. I really don't understand what's so goddamn hopeful about this. Teto, you killed them. But why? You want to know? Of course we do. Were you jealous of that chick's rack or something? Ignoring that, I'm still pretty hung up over why you'd kill 2D, considering his death wasn't part of your plan. You idiot. Huh? Killing 2D was my plan. There was an audible gasp from the few in the room. Huh? 2D? A pact do you mean? You sent the notes to Miku, so you were planning to... Those notes? I knew driving Miku to the edge like that would cause her to act like that. I know everything about her. I knew she would run to somebody else as soon as she got that threat. She's such a coward. But it makes her cuter, doesn't it? I knew she'd go to 2D. She would never dare put me in that situation. Oh, if only she knew. The notes weren't so you could kill Miku, but lure 2D to the study? Exactly. Why would I kill Miku? But you did. And why are you talking about her so weirdly? Oh, and you don't? Oh, and you don't? I still don't understand. Why would you do this? Why would you? For Miku. Miku? Miku is a diva, an icon, a blessing to the world. We don't deserve her. I don't deserve her. Yet, she gave me the time of day, and I would do anything to keep it that way. Are y'all hearing this? UTAU isn't nearly as popular as Vocaloid. I'm basically dust compared to them. I'd never get any recognition or love, or that's when she came. She loved my voice, my songs, my imperfections when no one else did. What the hell would I do without her there? That's a little obsessive. A little? So where does 2D come into this little love story of yours? 2D. It was fine at first. They became friends. Big whoop. Miku was friends with everyone. Of course she couldn't spend all her time with someone lesser than me. I knew that. It got worse from there. They spent precious hours together all day. I was there, but it didn't feel right. Like I wasn't there. I wasn't Miku's attention. I couldn't take it anymore, and when I received Yandere-chan's secret, I made my plan. Your plan was to frame her? Of course! 2D would be gone from Miku's life. Sure, there would be some drama here and there, but I would be there to support her. And I... Was that really your plan? Huh? Even if you framed Yandere-chan for the murder of 2D and you managed to get away with it, we would have all died, including Miku. Duh. Yeah, like, that sounds stupid. Man, chick was so crazy she forgot about that part. But why did Miku die? Why did you kill her? It was an accident. An accident? How do you call that an accident? It wasn't meant to go that way. It wasn't. I took the arrow from the wall, put it back in the dojo, and when I came back, she was there. She was knelt over his body. Her face was... It was in such despair. Flashback. 2D? No, wake up. You can't be. Please, get up. Miku? Teto? This is all my fault. I should have been in his place. I don't know what to do, Teto. Calm down, Miku. This is for the best, right? Huh? What do you mean? Who did this? Teto, you did this? Me. How could you? How could you do this to him? What are you? You monster! Flashback ended. At that point, she attacked me. She was so overwhelmed that she tried to hurt me. I loved it. Are y'all listening to this? What? She just looked so cute like that. The look she gave me, knowing fully well I had just killed her friend. I missed it so much. Missed it? Don't tell me you've done this in the past. She hasn't. Oh, okay. Wait, how do you know? Well, I can only assume she hasn't. According to her secret, the worst thing she has done is stage accidents on other avatars of the program. She has? You had her secret, huh? No wonder you kept your eye on her. It was only natural that I did. There was somewhat of a connection after all. Then, if you weren't meant to kill Miku, if it was an accident, why did you make it look like a suicide? It just seems like extra work. I didn't know what to do. She was on the floor. I couldn't help her there. I just thought it was the only thing I could do. Make her death seem justifiable, like she died by her own hands, and not from some stupid mistake. I didn't want her to die. She died by some stupid lowlife. You did all that to Miku? Or for Miku? Yes, she needed to be with me. Well, too bad, because it's off. Off? Off with your head. Man, it kind of looks like she'll like dying. Yes, kill me. I deserve to be... Teto. Huh? You weren't faking it entirely, were you? What? I know I said you were faking your reaction to Miku, but I don't think you were entirely. That's why it seemed so real. It was all your pent-up frustration you kept inside of you from the previous night. I felt it was genuine too. But that's why I still can't believe this. I can only believe your grief. Okay, enough with the sappy stuff. It's time to execute the blackened. Oh, and it's gonna be super fun too. Killing 2 people is gonna get you into lots of trouble in your punishment. Luigi couldn't help but notice how many people looked scared or even sympathetic for the girl who was about to die. It wasn't like Mario, who Luigi had cried over, or Ashley, who Red had freaked out over. Teto had no one. Teto was on her own, and from her own broken face, she knew that too. Of course. I don't expect you all to forgive me. Hell, I don't expect Miku to forgive me. I don't even know why I covered up the crime when I killed her. Once she was gone, there was nothing left for me. Even if I did escape, it would be without Miku. No one would forgive me back at home, either. The only thing that I can do now is die. I'm so stupid. Yes, you are. And so, I prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate secondary diva, Kasane Teto. I'm sorry, Stuart. Wait, who is that? Oh, that's 2D, right? Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. I'm sorry, Miku. This is sad. I'm scared of the idea that Monokuma being a theater nerd. I know, right? All right, let's see what happens here. We got an ad. Yikes. You freaking baka! Uh-oh, it's Teto. Yo, this is gonna be crazy. I can already tell this is gonna be crazy. Oh, let me do this real quick. Sorry, y'all. I'm already screwing up things. My bad. I hate this thing so much. So dumb. There we go. What? I need to wait. What's that one more time? One more time. What? That is so messed up. He turned the volume to max volume. That would hurt though. Like her ears are destroyed at that point. Then she gets dropped. Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable too, Blair. And then Miku shows up. Oh my god. She's listening to Monsters Inc. ear rape. Yeah, probably, huh? Okay, well, that was a really good execution, though. I feel like a lot of fangirls that we do, they like to have that moment where like the victim shows up on screen. So I think I'm not even surprised when I see it anymore, like the hallucination. That's why I didn't really have a reaction to Miku showing up, because I'm like, I think we've seen that like a billion times by now. I'm worried that Blaze won't like my family because it doesn't have the same quality that this one has. No, it's okay. I like fangans of all different qualities. Where was my oh, I have to go back, that's why. Where was I? So she was killed by a sandbag. It looked like a whole like rafter, like, you know, one of those things that holds like the stage lights and stuff. Encore, encore! What a show! That was brutal as hell. Set that all up as well. It's pretty bad. She killed them, and all three of them are gone. That's what killing games are all about, baby. Luigi's throat was dry. He didn't know what else to do, what else to say. Teto admitted that she had nothing left in her life, but still, it wasn't right to die in such a horrible way. At the end of the day, it was all Monokuma's fault, right? It's lights out for Teto. Yeah. What do we do now? We go back to the school like you normally do. I mean, I've got a lot to clean up here. Just before we do that, someone still isn't off the hook. What do you mean? Yandere-chan, your secret was revealed, albeit to frame you. However, we can't forget that she killed a girl, can we? Yikes, we're canceling her now? Everyone looked towards the girl in question with all eyes on her. Her lips slightly quivered as she tried to stand her ground. Does that mean she gets executed too? No, that was way before the killing game. Who knows what else she's done since then? I know, you've killed somebody? I can't forget that. But do you want us to? Just as Luigi thought he'd figured out Yandere-chan, everything he knew about her had been almost wiped clean. She was a murderer? But why? But how? He really didn't know her, did he? But he could say the same for Teto. He could say the same for Ashley. He could even say the same for Mario. God, that right there. Such a sad death that was. I almost cried, you know. You've said that about every death so far, and you probably will do for the deaths to come. Oh, you're right, but I can't help it. Despair's fun. You're telling me about despair? I was born from despair. Whatever. All I know is the numbers are dropping, and well, I don't know how far they're gonna drop. Don't worry about that right now. Things will rightfully conclude in time, like how you planned. Planned? Ah, yes. Well, as much as I planned out, but I can't help but keep tabs on that pesky plumber. Who knows what he'll do next? Yeah, like you haven't said that about everyone else here with those exact same words. That hopeful bat, that determined dog. Oh, shut up, you. God, look at me. I've got to stop talking to myself. The mastermind's here. The mastermind's shown up, baby. This is our team now. This is all we got, y'all. We're getting close and close and close and close and closer to the end. About to have our survivors. I think Sans is gonna go, bro. I think Sans is gonna go. One of these two gotta go. Peter or Brian. They gotta go. I'm surprised they made it this far, to be honest with you. They're probably my least favorite characters. I think that's because I don't really like Family Guy anymore like I used to. Either Peter or Brian is gonna die. Yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go. So many people have died. I know. We're down to 9. We kind of skated through this one. That one was that was a great trial. Like that was a really fun trial. I liked the ending there. That was that was great. The execution was great. I think I like the Ashley one better though. I think the Ashley execution was better. But I have to say, how it was written, that chapter was smooth. This fan game, it probably has the best. It's one of the best writings. Like they write the trials so good, and the investigations are very good too. And it all just comes together very smoothly, just like the game, or similar to the game. I would have killed off Peter chapter 1. I agree with Tofu on that. I would have killed off Peter like way earlier. I mean, doesn't the big man usually die in what chapters? 4 or 5? So that means Peter's got to die pretty soon. React to Penguin Rampa? We have. We're waiting for the Deadly Life for Penguin Rampa, I do believe. Yep. That should be done in the next couple months. It's really off topic, but I think my class got a substitute teacher at my school fired. Yikes. It happens. Penguin Rampa is a thing? Yeah, you don't know about Penguin Rampa, oh? We reacted to that a long time ago. Maybe like years ago. Like maybe a year or 2 ago. It's been a while. Rewatching a fan game, maybe? It would be nice to catch back up on Penguin Rampa because it has been a while since we reacted to it last. I think it's been about 4 months since chapter 5 came out. 4 or 5 months. Hope I can finish the episode part by like mid-February. I will say, out of all the fan games that we're doing right now, when it comes to consistency, what I'm seeing, this is just based off views. This is not my own opinion. This is just based off of what it seems like you guys like so far. Cuphead Rampa has had the most consistent views. And the thing about Cuphead Rampa is when I first started reacting to Cuphead Rampa, I was like, man, I really liked it. I liked the art and stuff like that. And I was like, man, people are sleeping on this one because the first part and the second part of Cuphead Rampa didn't do very well when I first released them. And I was like, ah, man, this might be one of those fan games that is like super underrated and it's going to kind of like, you know, fall through. But once we did the chapter 2 Deadly Life, y'all fell in love with Cuphead Rampa. And now Cuphead Rampa is probably like the most consistent one. Like people come to it just about every stream, and the views like afterwards when I put the VOD up do really well. Total Drama Island is another one that I think is going to be really hyped. I think that one is going to get a lot of views too. What if Danganronpa V3 switch ultimate talents? What are they? Please react to my fangan. Wasn't those posted right after you lost your channel? Yeah, Cuphead Rampa I did while my channel was hacked or whatever. But when I came back, I did a stream or whatever. Even then, like the stream didn't do very well when I came back and stuff like that. So it ended up doing better now. Now, like it's like fire now. Like everybody's there and stuff. Cuphead Rampa Pog, yeah. When's the next Cuphead Rampa stream? I don't want to be late. When the next part of it comes out. It's not out yet. We're waiting on Deadly Life, and Jetpack said that's going to be like a couple of weeks, so probably a couple of weeks from now. Cuphead Rampa is S+ tier. Really good. Really good. But just a question. Could you just spin the wheel of Cuphead Rampa? Yeah, that sounds fun. Cuphead Rampa positivity hour. I know, right? I'm excited about Super Mario Rampa. That one's going to be great. Don't know if anyone's told you yet, but Super Mario Rampa Chapter 1 Daily Life is finished. I know. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get to that one soon. I'm trying to finish up the ones that we're doing currently right now. The new show may have been drawn. The new show may have drawn attention to Cuphead Rampa. Maybe, possibly. I think people are really excited about that, and there's DLC for the game too, so that's coming out. Jetpack, you're doing great. Yeah, you are, Jetpack. Sobbing IRL. Oh, that's cute. Gregory Despair Show, Gregory Horror Show Fangan, Total Drama Havoc, Total Drama Video Series Fangan, and Harry's Super Duper Killing Game DR69 type Fangan, but with more angst. Fangans are keeping me up at night. Yeah, they're doing good. A lot of these fangans are really helping out, just kind of keep my hype for the Danganronpa series. Fanta and Snail are so cool. Honestly, out of all the fangans I've watched you stream, I don't think I've disliked a single one. Yeah, even me. I haven't disliked any of them. They've all had something special to them in some kind of way. Cuphead Rampa is great. I need to read the whole thing sometime. Yeah, you should. I don't know if anyone has told you this, but Danganronpa made a sequel called Extended Epilogue where it's like Ultra Despair Girls. Yeah, somebody just said that. Can you read Dangan Crossing? Is that an Animal Crossing Danganronpa crossover? Because that's what I want. All fangans are amazing. Yeah. Snail and Tofu are so cool. Tofu's awesome. Dude, Penguin Rampa, when we did Penguin Rampa like last year, that one was so freaking hype. That was another one, just like Cuphead Rampa, where I did it and I didn't think it was going to be that hyped up, right? I think Penguin Rampa was my first crossover fangan that I've done on this channel. I think so. I don't think there was any other crossover ones that I've done at that time. So I was just like, people might not like this. You know, I like Club Penguin, but you know, not everybody knows about Club Penguin and such like that. So when we started doing streams of it, at first people were like, what the freak is this? What is going on? I was like, calm down. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Then we got to like chapter 3, chapter 4 of that one, and it went off. It started popping off. People fell in love with Penguin Rampa. They were having a great time with it. I found 2 wheel decides Death Order of V3 and twice Angie Mastermind. That's cool. Penguin Rampa, I really love it. Yeah, that was a good one. Penguin Rampa opened the door to Fangan's crossover. Yeah, for me at least, personally, that was the only Fangan at the time that had crossovers, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. That I had seen. You know, I know Lazy Town Rampa, I think, was out first, maybe before that, and that's kind of a crossover, you know what I mean? But react to chapter 1. Like I said, I'm a penguin supremacist, so if it's got penguins, I will love it no matter what. It's great. It's a good time. Penguin Rampa got me crying so good. React to chapter 1 of what? Did I miss you saying something? I'm trying to make my own fangan. My antagonist slash helper character is an ultimate killer slash murderer. What do you think of him being like a survivor? I think that would be a good idea. Lazy Rampa is the first one I remember getting big. Yeah, I'm sad that I can't read that one. That one, I asked Snail and everybody about that one. But yeah, there's something happened with that one that I don't really want to bring up on stream. But I'm kind of sad that it's gone. I can't access it. Penguin Rampa is my favorite fangan because it puts the source material first, which really opens the door in a creative sense. I agree. If Danganronpa would have a crossover, then what do you think is a good game? Sorry if you don't really understand the question. I I'd say like I think Monster High would be really cool. Total Drama is obviously a really good fan gan crossover design. I think Persona could have a really cool one. I haven't seen anybody do a Persona crossover. I think that would be really cool. Because a lot of the Persona characters are very like lovable. Like you can like them. React to Lazy Rampa, please. I can't even look at the Instagram page. It's privated. And I have no way to contact the creator either. Monster High Rampa is coming out. I'm helping write for it. Wait, you are, Barbie? Really? That's dope. Penguin Rampa is less of a fan in Rampa and more of the third club Penguin DS game I've always wanted. See, that's cool. There actually is a Persona crossover, but it's a fanfic. That I need to see that then. Shrek Rampa. Oh my god. Please no. My favorite game is Danganronpa, even though I haven't played it yet. Yeah, apparently Monster High Rampa's in the works. Hey, we win! What a W! That's a W right there. That's a huge dub. Because I've always wanted that. My Little Pony and Danganronpa, that could work. Super Mario SMR, the Ultimate Mario crossover. I think Mario's a really good Rampa idea. I like that. So I can't wait to get into Vantas. I was working on a Monster High Rampa project as well. Are you? Have a good one. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that everybody could hang out with me on a beautiful Wednesday. This was a great day. Sorry I missed the live. No, you're good, Dark Slayer. I'm almost done with chapter 3 of the outline. Ooh. The crossover ones are pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you're gonna do a crossover with the real characters, it gets kind of tricky because I think people really judge those ones pretty harshly. That's why I feel bad for like Barbie or like Kit, because Kit's working on Defiance, and I get really nervous because I know that people are gonna like judge it and be like, oh, well, Kokichi doesn't act like that, or you know, Mondo doesn't act like that either, and it's just like, you know, I mean, does it matter? This is just how they're writing it. Why does it matter that much? But you know. This stream was good, Blaze. Thank you. Can you please react to my Danganronpa? It's okay if you don't, but I just really want you to see it. Yeah, I've had that happen before. It kind of sucks. Yeah, I understand that, Barbie. Because like when I go into it, I just think of it as like, okay, I'm not worried about the source material. I just want to see like what your vision of the character is. Well, how you feel like Kokichi should act, how you feel like Mondo should act. I don't really look at it like, oh, Kokichi doesn't act like that. It's not written exactly like how Kodaka had it. It's like, that's the point. If you want to see how Kokichi's actually written, then just go play V3. If you want to see how Mondo's really written, just play the first game. You know what I mean? It's just like, I want to see how you do it. I want to see your interpretation of Mondo or Kokichi or Nagito or Chiaki, etc., etc. But you can't tell people that though. You can study them as hard as you can, but you can't see their thoughts. Right. I mean, like, only Kodaka could technically write them, right? Like, hello, I'm making a Danganronpa fangan on My Little Pony, a cartoons crossover. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they're for fun. People should remember that, and I try and keep that in mind when it gets me down. Thank you so much. No problem, Barbie. If you get mad at a fan gan with canon characters writing, remember it's their interpretations of them. Yeah. I write comments after every stream, Blaze. I see them after every stream. I love reading them. It makes my day. Honestly, it's really interesting to think about how fans and how they write pre-existing characters and fan interpretations. Yeah, I agree. I missed your comment. I'm sorry, Cody. It also relates to Flanderization and derailment in canon art. I've been meaning to get into Redemption. You should. I feel like that's where Penguin Rampa succeeded because the character was very basic but got a lot of development. Yeah. A lot of the crossover ones you can do that, right? I only started putting the parts of the episode on Insta, but YouTube is getting the full episode. I love the fangams with canon characters. The potential is astronomical. Bugs forgotten. Agreed. Writing characters is really hard, let me tell you. You don't have to tell us that. I know. What about YouTube Rampa, a series where Danganronpa YouTubers are in a killing game? I think that'll be a good idea, to be honest. That's a great idea. My friend and I had an idea for a total drama Danganronpa featuring all 22 contestants, but they don't have the time. Yeah, that looks like it would be... That's the thing, right? You need to have the time for it. It's like you can have these like really good ideas. Like, isn't there a fan game that has like all of the characters in one? It's like all like 48 or something like characters. Like, I'm just like, how are you ever gonna finish this? Like that's gonna take forever to finish. Like, we're gonna be like 12, 13 chapters deep on that one. Any thoughts on having the trader actually be a good person in a fan game? I think that would be very unique. Danganronpa Deluxe, that's what it's called. Yep. That's more reasons why I like to have more people to help out with my fan game and make things easier for all of us. It can make it easier, but then it can make it harder at the same time, because if those people end up having things that they need to do and they have to leave, then it kind of puts more work on you guys. You know what I mean? So fan games are a time suck. I worked on Redemption almost every day and it still took 2 years. Worth it, but def a lot of time. Jeez. 2 years. Okay, hear me out. Gotharompa, figureheads of gothic fiction, Dracula, Frankenstein, monsters, etc. But in Danganronpa, that sounds freaking dope. I love that. That's why mystery. That's why things like Rompa and Friends work so well. And I think that's kind of why Rompa and Friends finished, is because the less people you have working on that project, even though it's just you working on it, and that's a lot of work, obviously, all you have to do is worry about yourself, right? You're not really relying on anybody else. So it's like, if it's not getting done, it's on you. It's not on, oh, I have to wait for so-and-so to get this done, and I have to wait for that person to finish their part. And then hopefully when they're done, we can all put that together. It's all on you. Because doesn't Empire do most, if not all, of Rompa and Friends? Wetson almost 6 years working on my fan game. I like being the head of the creative decisions. I can make whatever I want whenever. Oh yeah, Blaze, I forgot to tell you, I added you to my written fan game. Oh, that's cute. Do you mind if I made you the Optimus character? That'd be awesome. That sounds perfect. One day in the future, I'm thinking about writing about a story that takes place after V3, but it's also connected to the first 2 games. That sounds cool. Yeah, most Insta-Rompas are done by one person, which is pretty smart. Because if you look at some of the ones on YouTube that are done with like a full team, a lot of them are like gone or just like on a huge hiatus. And I mean, as awesome as they are, because they put in a lot of work and such like that, it's like, dang, I feel really bad for those teams, because I feel like it's like it'll never get done kind of thing. All right, guys, I think I should head out though. I don't got much to do today, but I am going to go just chill out, hang out, eat some food. I didn't eat any food yet. I hope y'all ate some food. I only had a snack before I started. What if someone makes a YouTube series? It's easy to miss those things when writing alone. But yeah. Okay, but fan games where the people are characters' siblings. That'd be cool. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. It should be Danganronpa. Which is on theme because Pokemon Legends of Arceus comes out in a couple of days. So that'll be a good way to celebrate. But bye, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.